Chapter 13 covers the lymphatic system and immunity. The lymphatic system includes lymphatic vessels, which carry lymph collected from various areas around the body and bring the lymph back to the heart. Lymph is primarily plasma that is leaked out of the circulatory system. Rather than a centralized pump, like the heart, movement of lymph is powered by contraction of skeletal muscle alongside the lymphatic vessels, and also by pressure changes in the thoracic cavity produced by breathing. Similar to those found in veins, one-way valves are in the lymphatic vessels, which help to keep the lymph flowing in the proper direction. Lymphatic vessels differ from veins in that they have lymph nodes, which act somewhat like filters, which help to remove pathogens and debris from the lymph. Lymph nodes are abundant in the groin, the armpits, and the throat. They often swell and become tender to the touch during infections. Tonsils, adenoids, and the spleen also help to cleanse the blood. The thymus gland is located immediately underneath the breastbone. T cells, a type of white blood cells, mature in the thymus. White blood cells and red blood cells are produced by stem cells in the red bone marrow. Red bone marrow is found primarily in the longer bones of the skeleton. This diagram from your text shows the location of many of these lymphoid organs. A pathogen is something, living or non-living, which causes disease. Some, but certainly not all bacteria, fungi, and protistans can be pathogenic. Viruses are another group of potential pathogens. Viruses are on the border separating the living from non-living things. Like living organisms, viruses contain genetic information in the form of DNA or RNA. Unlike living organisms, viruses cannot reproduce or perform metabolism unless they take over a living cell. Prions are even simpler. They are proteins which can cause disease, like mad cow disease and chronic wasting disease. Long-lasting immunity is a result of your body producing special white blood cells called memory cells. These memory cells allow your body to quickly eliminate a pathogen from your body before it can make you sick. Your immune system uses very different lines of defense: the innate or nonspecific immune response and the adaptive or specific immune response. The nonspecific immune response uses a variety of different strategies to prevent pathogens from gaining access to your body, or eliminating pathogens that once get around those barriers. It is nonspecific in that no cells or products designed to be effective against one specific pathogen are used. Instead, the same tools are used to fight all pathogens. Healthy skin is a very effective barrier against most pathogens. The acid in your stomach kills most of the pathogens that might be consumed with your food. Mucous membranes trap many pathogens present in the air that you breathe in. Lipids produced by the skin can be effective against pathogens such as ringworm. Tears wash away pathogens out of the eyes, and they also contain an enzyme which lyses the pathogen's cell membranes or cell walls. Inflammation is a nonspecific immune response to an infection. Histamine is produced by damaged cells, causing capillaries in the area to dilate and become leakier. This produces swelling, redness, and a localized increase in temperature due to the increased blood flow. The inflammatory response also gives white blood cells, including macrophages, easy access to the site of the infection. Macrophages help eliminate any pathogens in the area and clean up the mess. The leaky capillaries also allow complement proteins to escape from the bloodstream and accumulate at the site of the infection. There are several different complement proteins, and they have different functions. Some attach directly to the pathogen, making them easier targets for the macrophages. Other complement proteins actively lyse the cell walls and membranes of the pathogens. In general, the complement proteins stimulate the body's immune response. Let's take a break. We'll continue Chapter 13 in the next screencast.